Hey guys, welcome back to another fun-filled episode of me cooking. This is Life According to Maria. In this episode, we are going to be making, what the heck is the name of this? Smothered pork chops. So we got pork chops here, and they have to be the boneless loin ribs. That's the one that I chose. And these are really nice little cutlets. They look really good. Got a good deal on them. So that is about, let's see, 1.5 pounds over here. And then I've got a second one here. Again, the same one, and that's 1.85 pounds. So, quite a few, but it's good for leftovers. So I'm going to be making enough for a family of 4. And then if we have leftovers, then that'll be good. To that, we're going to be adding a couple of pinches of kosher salt. We've got some black pepper, and I'll give you all the measurements down below in the description bar or as we are, videotaping along. I got chicken stock. You're going to need 1 cup of chicken stock, and then a dry white wine. So we chose this one, Pinot Grigio. It was about $8 at Kroger's, and it's got the twist up top. I know it's not a luxury brand, but this is only for cooking, guys. So I'm not, I don't care. It's just, for cooking in the Instant Pot. By the way, this is an Instant Pot recipe. I'm going to be adding some parsley flakes. The recipe does call for thyme, so if you do have thyme, go ahead and put in thyme. If not, you can substitute. I'm just doing some parsley flakes just because. I'm going to add a touch of paprika just because of my Hungarian background. Not that everything is better with paprika, so I'm going for that one. And then we're going to need about 8 ounces of cut up mushrooms. So there's my 1 cup of mushrooms. To that, also 1 cup of cut up onion, white onion. This is actually a golden onion, but it turns out white when you cut it up. And then we're going to need Worcestershire sauce. I think a couple of tablespoons or teaspoons. I don't know. Again, I'll check the exact ingredients. You're going to be wanting to thicken up the sauce. So in order to do that, we're going to be using a little all-purpose quick mixing flour inside the sauce. And then also to thicken it up and make it creamy and smother those beautiful pork chops, we're going to be using the sour cream, pure and natural. And this is really cool, guys. It comes in a new squeezy tube, which I just found at Kroger. It's just really nice. I mean, it's going to hold up well, and I can go ahead and squeeze that out. And I'm not sure again about the measurements, probably about a few tablespoons on that. So let's get started. I've got my Instant Pot here, and I've got about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil in there. So we're going to go ahead and plug this in and get it heated up, and then we're going to go ahead and brown the pork loin. So I shall be back. Alright guys, you see the pork chops are browning up in there, and it is getting really nice. I am flipping them. I've got the second batch all salted up, ready to go. So you just sprinkle the kosher salt on it, usually both sides. So I kind of do one side, and then as I'm putting it in the pot, maybe do a little extra. But there they are. They're all simmering up, and we are on high heat there, still on saute mode, going good. And on we go. We're going to make the second batch. These I'm going to take out and just put them on a plate temporarily so I can get the second batch in there. And then we are going to proceed with the onions and the mushrooms to saute those. Okay guys, here's the second batch browning up, as you can see, really nicely. Really nicely. Beautiful, beautiful cuts of meat there. We've got one little lonely guy still waiting to be put in the pot. And then I've got the first batch there on the plate, just waiting here. We're going to throw that back in as soon as we saute the onions and the mushrooms, and then do the deglazing. So we'll be back. Hey guys, so the onions are in here now. You can see how brown the pot is on the bottom there. Don't worry about that. That's going to come off during the deglazing. But I'm going ahead and, sorry for the steam guys, but I'm sauteing the onions now, and they're going to be getting a nice color to it, a nice sheen to it. And we're going to be adding the mushrooms to this in a minute or so. Getting a lot of vapor and steam. You know, onions release a lot of water. A lot of water content in onions. So there you go. It's getting a beautiful color now. And I think I'm going to go ahead and at this point add my paprika to it. Hopefully I can open this with one hand. There we go. And this is just my little ad lib that I put in at this time. So there you go. Maybe a little more. Never can have too much paprika, guys. Grandmother taught me that. And that'll go in there. Whew, gosh, so much steam. That'll give it a beautiful color. Just a gorgeous color in there. Ooh. I can feel the steam on my hand. There we go. Just beautiful. And then to that, it says add the mushrooms and sprinkle with the salt, remaining salt, and a little black pepper. So we're going to go ahead and add the mushrooms. There are the pork all plated up. Here are my mushrooms. They're going to go in now. There we go. In they go. All right, and we're going to add some pepper to this. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I can already smell it. It smells delectable. Give it a good stir. You won't break anything by stirring things, guys, so never worry about stirring. Alright, so we're going to add the black pepper, and then, let's see, after that we're going to deglaze the pan. So I'll be back when I'm deglazing the pan. Okay, here we go. This is the wine. Deglazing. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Let's do a voice still on this one. Scrape. All right. Okay. And then, in the medium bowl, whisk together the chicken stock, Worcestershire sauce, and flour. Add to the steam pot. Okay. Okay guys, I added the mixture, which is the chicken stock, the Worcestershire sauce, and the 1 tablespoon of flour. And I'm just stirring it all together here, combining that. And it's still on saute, so we're doing good on that. And then what I'm going to do is add the pork chops to this and make sure that there's enough, kind of like over the pork chops, you kind of drizzle it, make sure it's all covered and glorious, and then we're going to be ready to put the lid on and start the pressure. Now the pressure is only for 1 minute, which is amazing to me that this is going to come up. It's obviously going to take a while to come up to pressure, probably 10 minutes or more, and then it's only going to be pressurized for 1 minute, and then you're going to depressure it. Let me read here what it says. See, lock the lid, select manual, adjust the pressure to low and the time to 1 minute. After cooking, naturally release the pressure for 4 minutes. Okay? Then quick release any remaining pressure, unlock and remove lid. And again, I'm going to put all of those instructions on the bottom there, so don't worry if you forget anything. I just wanted to read it to you straight from the recipe book so you guys can, you know, understand where we are in the process, okay? So in a second here, we're going to be putting in our pork chops. Okay, it's going at full steam here. We are ready to put the lid on. I did add a splash more of white wine and a splash more of stock and just a little sprinkle more of the flour, just because I had so much meat in there. I just want to make sure that I have enough liquid and that it is thick enough. So we're ready to put the lid on. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and put this, let's see, it's supposed to be on manual, and then pressure is low. So let me go ahead and set that up. Okay, it's cooking away. I've just shut it to off because I'm going to be ready to put it on manual. So I'm going to go ahead and put my lid on. Hopefully this will work, guys. Make a cute little noise. Guess it doesn't make a cute little noise if you don't have it on, so let me try to see if I can do, oh yeah, it's making a cute little noise. It's hard to put this on with one hand. Nope. There we go. Nope. Come on. There. Oh, what a struggle. Okay, it's on there. Now we're going to put it to manual. It says manual for 1 minute, so I already set it to 1 minute. And I don't think I can adjust this any further. It says to put it on low, but I'm just doing 1 minute. And there it is. I've got my vent sealed there in the middle. There you go. And on manual, and it'll be 1 minute, so it'll hopefully come to pressure in a few minutes there, and then we will have the countdown. Okay guys, it came to pressure in, you know, I mean, it was pressured for a minute, and by my clock there, we started a little after 8, if you can see that, and it's now 10 after 8, so it came to pressure in about 7 or 8 minutes, so not bad at all guys, and it's already done because it only took a minute. And now it's on low. I'm going to leave it on low for about 4 or 5 minutes as the instructions say, and then I'll go ahead and do a quick release after about 4 or 5 minutes. And then I think we can start eating. I'm going to check my little recipe book. Hang on here, guys. It says here, after cooking, yeah, it says, okay, adjust the pressure to low, time 1 minute. After cooking naturally, release the pressure for 4 minutes, then quick release any remaining pressure. So go ahead and do a quick release after 4 to 5 minutes. I think I'm going to leave it for 5 minutes just because I had additional pork loins in there. I think I kind of overstuffed the pot. So I do want to give it a little time to tenderize and percolate in there. So I'm going to leave it on low for about 5 minutes and then do my release. Guys, I'm in the process of taking out the porks and putting them on the platter. They said to go ahead and take them out and platter them, so that's what I'm doing. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put the 2 tablespoons of sour cream. There's plenty of sauce here. It's very liquidy, even though I put the how do you call it, the flour on it. I didn't reduce it by much. You can reduce it to your liking by half. They said up to a half if you want to go ahead and do that during the sauteing process once you put the stock in there, and wait it out once you put the wine. But I chose not to do that just because, I don't know, our family is all about pouring this over wild rice. We're going to be making wild rice tonight, so we wanted to have enough sauce here to combine it with the wild rice. So there you go, it's all platted up. There's nothing else in here. So I'm going to go ahead and put the 2 tablespoons of sour cream in there, and I'm just, honestly guys, going to just eyeball this. So here we go. There we go. 1, And then there's 2. There you go. Let me grab my spoon here and go ahead and whisk it up. There we go. It's definitely adding a little cream to it. Just going ahead, and it's already turned off, so you don't have to worry about that it's going to be, you know, curdling or doing anything weird, but you do want to stir it. There we go. And if you want to reduce it, you can go ahead and saute this up a little bit more, put it on saute and reduce it down if you really want to. I like it more of that soupy nature, again, because we're going to be using this broth for wild rice, so I really like it like that. But there you go, that's the whole meal, and there it is. I'm going to put the sauce over that a little bit. In fact, we can go ahead and do that now. Hang on, guys, walk with me here. I'm going to go ahead and get a little ladle. Hang on. And we're going to put this on here. There it is. It's looking good. We're just going to put a little on there just to glaze it down. There you go. Ooh, yummy. Look at that, guys. Looks really good with the mushrooms on it. There you go. And there you have it. You can use as little or as much as you want of the sauce. It's still pretty creamy. You can add a little more sour cream if you want to taste. And then, you know, just check on your spices and see if you want to add a little more salt or pepper to it to taste. And there you are. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look how beautiful that is. Look how brown that is. It looks scrumptious. So we're going to be serving it over the wild rice, and I'll take a picture of that once it's served up so you guys can see it. And I will definitely report back to you on how this all tasted. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe, because I do put up videos on recipes and health and good living and organic foods and all kinds of good stuff. So you want to stay tuned for my videos when they come out, and I usually do it about twice a week. Have a great day, have a great evening, have a great dinner with family. Blessings to all, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye bye.